guys, it's Sam and I'm here today to bring you a bodyweight strength and conditioning session. So your format today, we're going to target the whole body. It's going to go legs, core, upper body, legs, core, upper body. It's all going to be rep based. So round 1 we start with the most amount of reps. So we've got 21 of every exercise. Round 3 we're going to just do 3 of every exercise. So it'll make a little bit more sense when we get moving. Sound good? So just to make you aware, I'm going to be using a sturdy chair for a couple of the exercises. If you don't have one, I can give you alternatives. So you can either use an aerobic step or a stair in your house, or I will show you options what you can do if you don't. Yeah, so you can join in if you don't have a chair. All right, before you start, make sure you've done an adequate warm-up. You've got a bottle of water, and we are going to be stepping on this, so make sure there's enough room above your head. I just fit. So I'll run through your exercises, and then we'll get going. So first exercise is going to be step up. So I'm going to place my right foot on the chair. I can use the back of my chair for support, and I'm going to stand up, tap my toes on the seat, and then come back to the floor. This is going to be your first exercise. Targeting everything from your hips down. So quads, glutes, hamstrings. Right, when you're ready, we're going to do 21 reps. Off you go. So we want to really use the heel of the foot to push out of the floor, out of the chair with, and always make sure your foot goes flat back on the chair. If your balance is quite good, feel free to let go of the back of the chair. You are going to be getting a lot more quad, glute, hamstring activation there. Just remember to count. Hardest bit. So I'm keeping my chest nice and tall. Core's braced. Should be really starting to feel them quads working now. A lot of us don't have equipment at home, so this is a good alternative. So if you're moving faster than me, that's absolutely fine. You get a little bit of a longer rest. If you want to move slower and pause the video, again, that's fine. All right, so when you've done your 21, you get to rest. So I'll show you move 2 while you have a breather. So we've got shoulder taps. Into a plank position, hands under your shoulders, knees and toes down. You're going to tap opposite hand to shoulder. Sound good? All right, I'll show you on your knees. Off you go. So 2 is 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to keep the hips still. By keeping the core engaged. So this is a little harder when you're on your toes. You don't want to get down to the floor, keep moving. You can use your settee or your chair if you've got one. And then when you've done your 21, you get to rest. Move 3, we're going to target the back of the arms, tricep dips. So you can use your sofa or your chair. You're going to slide your bum to the edge of your seat. Wrap your fingers around the front of your settee or your chair. Bend the elbows back behind you, and you're going to dip there. All right, I'll show you from the side. When you're ready, off you go. So I'm looking straight ahead. My elbows are staying tight. To make it harder, you can take your feet further out. If you don't have a chair, you can do this on the floor. You just lift your hips up. You're not going to get as much range of movement, but you are going to work the back of your arms. So again, go to your 21, and then you get your breather. Brilliant. All right, so that's your first lot of legs, core, upper body. So legs, we've done 1 leg, now we need to do the other. So I come to the other side of my chair. So if I want to, I can grab hold of the back, and the same foot to hand is towards the back of the chair. Make sense? All right, 21 on this leg. Off you go. So again, tapping the foot on the seat, making sure the foot goes fully flat on the floor. That stops you getting momentum and using a bounce to help you up. Going to keep all the focus on this leg that we're using. Again, feel free to stay with me. Move faster if you wish. Couple more for me. When you're doing your 21. Breather. All right, back to the core. So you've got a couple of options here. We're going to do mountain climbers. So you can move a little faster if you prefer, or slower to keep the focus on your core a little more. Yeah? So we move, the more core based it is. Faster we move, the more cardio based. So your options, a little quicker or slower. All right, so your plank position, hands are under your shoulders, heels kicked behind you, legs fully extended, and your knees are going to come up towards your forearms. So again, it's going to be 2 reps for 1. So right and left is 1 rep. All right, off you go. Then you've got the option, you can use your sofa, you can even use your wall here if you don't want to get all the way down. You can still run. Or again, if you don't want to get down, you can take it to a jog on the spot. It's going to work the core as well, as long as your knee drive up. Keeping that core nice and tight. Trying to limit that movement in your hips. When you've done your reps, you get to rest. All right, so we've got 1 more exercise. So upper body, we are going to get a little bit of lower body as well. So I'll show you while you're finishing your reps. If you're still moving, it's a walkout. So we're going to squat, walk out to plank, walk back, stand up. That's 1 rep. So save the best till last. All right, are we ready? Off we go. Walk out to plank, bring your hands back to your feet, stand up. So this one is going to take the longest, but we are hitting every muscle in the body. So this might not be good for you. Couple of options, you keep moving. So we can place the hands on the seat, step out, step in, stand up. So variation of a burpee. If you're not happy with that, hit the total body. We can squat, reach for the floor, and then reach overhead. So you've got a few options to get you moving, get you going there. Keep it going. Remember I said we get the most amount of reps done first. So this is our hardest round. Get a breather after this. So try and keep the back nice and long. Make sure the hips aren't dropping too much. That core is staying tight. Keep it back flat. Sweating now. And when you've done your 21, you get a breather. All right, so that's your first round done. Try and keep moving, get yourself a drink. One round down, 3 left. So set 2, exactly the same 6 exercises, but rather than 21, we're going to do 15. So your step ups, shoulder taps, tricep dips, step ups, mountain climbers, walkouts. Yeah? So if you want to pause me because you've not quite caught your breath and you're not ready to go, absolutely fine. Whenever you are ready, set yourself up. So we're going to do 15 this time. One foot stays flat on your chair. Off we go. Again, using this leg to drive up. Moving as fast or as slow as you're comfortable. Trying to keep the hips square. It's really easy to start using your hands to push up as well, rather than the legs. It is a tough exercise. So if this isn't challenging you, I don't have weights, but you could feel free to add some weights. So you could maybe front load. So plates, weight plates, dumbbells, pet food, anything that you can hold on to. Last one. Done. Breather. All right, shoulder taps. 15, so it'll be 30 reps altogether because we got 2 sets. All right, so that'll be plank. When you're ready, off you go. So if you feel like your hips are rocking a lot, either go to your knees and plank tap here, or take your feet a bit wider. It's going to give you a bit more of a larger surface area, so it's going to help to limit that rocking. Yeah? Keep going. When you've done your 15, you get to rest. Sweaty brow now. Tricep dips. If you had your knees bent, maybe try and just take your feet a little further away this time. So make sure the fingertips are over the edge of the seat. If you're on the floor, make sure your fingertips are facing your bottom. Walk the feet out that little bit further. Now we've got 15. Elbows are staying in. Fully lengthening the arms. This is a little easier. Time. That's my 15. All right, so I've done the first round of 3. Second round. So opposite side of the chair, opposite leg. Whenever you're ready. So your workout, you do what's good for you. So you got 15. So this is probably going to feel quite a lot more challenging than the first time round. Body's a little fatigued. Always make sure it's this leg on the step or the chair that's doing the work. You can obviously make it a little bit easier by going a little bit closer to the floor. Breather. My 15 done. 2 more exercises, then mountain climbers. So nice deep breaths. That's going to really get your heart rate up because you're working the biggest muscles in your body. They need a big oxygen supply. Heart rate's up there. So again, whenever you're ready, set up your mountain climbers and off you go. I'm screwing my hands into the floor, really pushing them fingertips down. It's going to really work that core that little bit more. When you do your 15, breather. So we know that last one. Then walkouts. Again, whenever you're ready, we get going. So squat, out to plank, back to squat, stand up. So if I come side on, using that squat to place my hands flat on the floor, taking them out in front, keeping my back nice and long, coming back to my hands back to my feet, stand fully up, yeah? Coming here is in a full rep. Try and, as you stand, squeeze the bum to keep the hips under your shoulders. It's going to help to lift your chest. So remembering them options, hands down on your chair, out, out, in. You might not be using a chair. Got a sofa, it's a little bit lower, but I can still do the same movement. Or that squat and reach if you want another option. So remember, you're going to 15. Probably got about 5 more left. Last couple for me. Brilliant, well done. All right, so that's 2 rounds. We're way past that halfway mark. So you've got another couple of rounds left. Get a bit of a breather. So, step ups, shoulder taps, tricep dips, step ups, mountain climbers, walkout. We're going to do 9 reps of every move, yeah? So, second to last round, try and go from exercise to exercise. Remember, you can pause at any time, yeah? So if it's going a little quick for you, pause it, have a rest, get back in it when you can. Your workout, you do what's best for you. Whenever you're ready. Whichever foot's closest to the back of the chair, on the step, on the chair. So 9 reps. Off we go. Making sure you're fully standing up. Looking ahead. Hips square. Feeling my quads now. Move 2. Shoulder taps. 9 each side. Tricep dips. Move 3. So last time I walked my feet a bit further. Doing less reps, so I'm going to walk them a little bit more further away from me. Keeping my ears away from my shoulders. Neck's long. That's my 9. Step ups, opposite leg. Whenever you're ready. So always got the option to go a little bit lower with the step if you're on your stairs. It's going to make it that bit easier for you. Yes. Mountain climbers. 9, so 18 in total. Driving that knee up. From there, feel the water jiggling in my belly. 9 walkouts. Using them options if I need them. We know what they are now. Nice deep breaths. Trying to keep moving. If my form gets sloppy, I can have a stretch off, shake it off, get back in it when I can. Your breather's coming after this move. I've got a couple more reps. If you're recovering, well done. If you need a bit longer to complete, keep going, you're smashing it. Yes, done. All right, we've got 1 more round. So we've taken 6 reps off every time. What are we left with? 3. Every exercise, 3 reps of each. Again, we're going to aim to go back to back to back. Step ups, shoulder taps, tricep dips, step ups, mountain climbers, walkouts, done. Whenever you're ready, set yourself up. Last round, everything we got. Probably about a minute-ish of work and you're done. Ready? we go. 3 reps. Straight into your shoulder taps. 6, 3 each side. Tricep dips. Picking up the pace now. Step ups. Mountain climbers. 3 each side. Walkouts. 3 and you're done. Last one. And time. If you're done, fantastic job. If you're not quite there, keep moving. You're nearly at the end. So that is your at-home body weight strength and conditioning session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're done for the day, make sure you have a stretch off. Make sure you cool down properly. Any questions, any feedback, any other videos you want to see, please give us a shout. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching.